Hello everyone and welcome back to 4 Kilobyte Shorts, so let's play of Kerbal Space Program. I wanted to thank all of my new watchers. I'd also like to throw a shout out to Squad and their creation of Kerbal Space Program and Kerbal Space Program 0.18 specifically, which seems to be where most of my watchers have suddenly sprung from. I'm sorry that I can't name all of you individually, but I would like to thank you all very much for watching my videos and for subscribing to my channel, and I'm hoping to bring you more fun and interesting content as time goes on. Now, because of my new watchers, I wanted to bring up the my video editing. With most games, what I'll do is I'll play a level. And since the levels are segmented and sometimes they're really short, that'll be the video. That's it. Boom. Done. Kerbal Space Program, which I'm sure most of you have joined my channel to watch, is slightly different in the fact that it does not have levels. You build something and then you launch it, then you dock it, then you do it all over again. And it's all one continuous thing. Because of that, I have started to edit my videos a little bit by cutting out large portions of my recordings, because I record almost everything I do in KSP from start to finish. And I'm not sure which type of videos you guys like. I'm not sure if you guys like the long videos where you watch every step of the process, where you see me build a ship or a body or a whatever, or if you guys like a more streamlined version where it's like I build, I say, hey, here's where I'm starting, and I start the build, and then I progress, and I either show you important steps or things that I find funny or just silly things that happen, and then skip to the end where everything comes together, or which version of those two things do you guys like? Because if you like the shorter videos, I am more than happy to make those shorter videos so that you guys don't have to spend, because one video 15 minutes long with all the most important content is probably a lot easier to deal with than 6 videos, each one containing 15 to 20 minutes worth of me just talking and smashing into things. So I'd love for you guys to throw a comment down and say, hey, this is the type of video I like. I like the long videos with lots of talking, or at least with lots of details, or I like the short videos where you just get stuff done. And like I said, I'm perfectly happy to do either one of those things, and that way I can put these things together to the best interest of my viewers, I suppose you could say. Now you might be wondering what I'm doing right here, and I want you to know what I am actually doing is I am building. That's interesting. I am building the the fourth. I don't know how many attachments do we have. Third attachment. There's lots of parts and pieces to the other two, but there's only really 2. So I am building the third attachment to the short stack. Now what this attachment is this is going to be our command module. And I don't know if you guys remember or not, but when I started to build the short stack, I don't even remember myself really, but when I started to build the short stack, I said that the command module, or the living quarters, were the last thing I was going to put on the ship, and that's true. For now, and I say for now because... Okay, that's upside down. Give me a second, I'm trying to think. Okay, yeah, upside down is what I want. Sorry about that. I think that's what I want. Yeah. I'll explain that in a minute. But, yeah, I said the command module was the last thing I was going to put on the ship, and that's true. It is the last thing I'm going to put on the ship for now, because we do have 2 extra spots on the left and on the right of the short stack. And because of those 2 extra spots, I'm building this upside down. I'm building this upside down. I keep having to remind myself that I'm building this upside down. And sorry about that. That's a telephone call. Give me 1 second, guys. Thank you everybody for waiting. I do apologize for that. Now, as I was saying, apart from the fact that I'm building this thing upside down, what I was saying was that right now the command module is going to be the last piece, but the short stack does have the ability to be expanded, or expanded upon. And remember the whole thing, although these videos, there's been a lot of videos and everything with me building this, the whole thing, the whole point of this is to build a space station that would then allow us to, or allow us, I'll include you guys. You guys are included, you're watching my show, why not? Will allow us, all of us, yay, as a whole crew, to fly off to Jewel and other faraway places. Super fun, no? Or, you know, whatever. But anyway, point being, well, you know what? I'm building this thing upside down, but I'm not. I'm building it right side up. So let's... Whoa! Hey! Look at that genius! Okay. Oh yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm doing something in my head here. So I was building it right. So as I was saying, that this is going to be the command module, and while I'm sitting here talking, I'm building this thing. And it's not going to house any Kerman right now. So once again, our space station is going to be unmanned, still unmanned, and there's a purpose for that. I want to get, I don't want to say I want to get specific Kerman up there, because I don't care who they give me, but I'm trying to save all that for a super special occasion. Now I know I told you guys the last couple of videos were supposed to be super special videos, and I kind of blew it, and I do apologize for that. But I did want to get your opinion on the video editing, and I did want to show you guys what I was building. This is going to be the module. It's going to actually stick underneath the short stack, and the reason I'm building it like this, and you know what, we need a name for this. While I'm sitting here thinking, you know, it really doesn't have to be that big a name. I mean, it could just be anything. Let's call it the Mud Hut. Why not? Sounds like a place where you buy pancakes or something. Anyway. Yeah, I really wanted to get you guys' opinion on the video editing. Please, please, please leave a comment. Drop me a line. Right now, there's, you know, I have a few watchers, but there's not so many that I can't at least read your comments and maybe respond here and there. And because of that, I would absolutely love for you guys to say, hey, I like it when you do this, or I like it when you do that, and I will jump in there and be like, hey, that's great, and I will try to follow those guidelines for these videos. Now, in addition to that, I'm guessing, I'm thinking this video is going to be cut down, but right now, I wanted to show you guys, this is going to be this right here, this what you're seeing here, not so much these bits, but this right here is going to be the whole of our command module. And the reason I was making sure this was the right way is because what I want to have happen is I want to have Kerman be able to go inside here and then go inside here. And when they go inside here, because you can IVA in this, I want this to be aimed in such a direction to where it's sort of like a what's the word I'm looking for? There's a word I'm looking for. A control station. You know, there's a Kerman sitting in there, and he's watching like maybe a ship dock with the fueling station. And I know I can't connect this to the top. I have to connect it to the bottom, but that's okay. I just want him to be able to look out. Maybe I'll turn it around. Maybe he'll be looking out at the solar panels. I don't know, but I would like to have him looking out at something. So that's why this is here, so that you can, so that I can at least IVA, because for the moment you can't IVA inside this, so you just have Kerman sitting in there not doing anything. It's kind of boring. But this is going to be the whole of our connection to the ship. This is going to be it. This is going to be it. And I will show you guys the completed design, because I already have it done up in my head. And because that, I'm just going to go ahead and load it up, and then I will bring you guys back to see the completed model, and then we can get it up into orbit for you guys and maybe get it connected to the short stack without blowing anything up. So I will see you in a few minutes. Okay everyone, just a quick update. Here is the basic, and when I say basic, this is the last thing that will be in space before it gets connected. The basic pod that's going to happen, and what I'm using is, I'm using what I've now come to term as the bolt system. These don't look like bolts because they don't have the brain on them that makes them look boltish, but I still call them the bolt systems. It's the bolt system because it allows it to have lateral control in all four directions correctly, so that I can, you know, up, down, left, right, forward, and back, just so I can get this in the right place. I found that worked really, really well with the tanks. I've just had a lot of, like, a really difficult time getting these attached to objects that aren't being connected on the side. They're being connected, like, over here. And I figured out a way to do that, and so here it is. So once this is up there and connected, these two and this will all come off. That will leave 2 tiny docking ports, but hey, you know, I can't complain. In addition to that, I will be adding, of course, rockets and stuff to this to get into space, but for the most part, this is what we'll be looking at. I should, I guess, add some lights, shouldn't I? See? It's good that I stopped to tell you guys what's going on. I do need to add some lights and stuff. But, as I said, for the most part, this is what will be going up into space. So, I may or may not show you the rocket that I used to get that. It'll probably just be a variation on a theme that I've already had going, which is, of course, the 2 giant engines and then the 2 smaller engines. And, once we're up there, we can go ahead and put it all together. So, I will see you guys there. This should be fine. Okay, here we go. We are about to attach, and I have a frog in my throat. I don't think it's caused by the attachment. I think it's just caused by the fact that it's been a long day. And please connect. Why don't you want to connect, little guy? Why do you want to do this to me? Why do you want to make hate for me? Why would you do that to me? Why would you not connect? Oh man, that's such a pain now. Come on, back it off, back it off. Oh, things rotating, let's stop that rotation. That should have connected. That should have connected. Alright, come on, little guy. Come on. You know you can do it. You know you want to. Disconnect. Why? Why are you refusing to connect? Why are you refusing to connect? I do not understand. That was the second time I rammed that little bastard. I'm quick saving it here. Alright, now we need to get in there, and this should be it. This should be the straightness, right? This should do it, right? That's what we're saying to ourselves. So I'm going to do what I did before, and I'm just going to straight up ram this sucker and see what happens. And something bad may happen. You guys may watch an explosion occur again, but I don't know what else to do at this point. Honestly, I'm feeling like this should be it. This should be, like, functioning, but I don't know what's going on. Alright, there it is. There it is. I was just being really, really stingy. Okay. Hey, look. Hey, look at that. The casing's actually right on. Ooh, a little bit of spin. Quick save so that we don't lose anything, and then a quick time jump, and then okay. So get rid of that spin. So there it is. I'm not sure how much of that frustration you saw. There actually wasn't that much. My bolting system works. I want you guys to know this. If you play Kerbal Space Program and you need to bolt things, I'm going to call them bolt things together. If you need to dock things, a bolting system like this with a bolt on one side and one on the other is epic for doing that, because you just need that even push, you know, that lateral push. Having 4 is better than having 2, and when I say 4, I mean 4 bolts is better than 2. When I had these, they were very long, so 2 bolts were it. But when I have something long like this, if I were to have 2 up here and then 2 down here, that probably would have been more, like, better for control because I was spinning a little bit. But these bolts work really, really well. So I want you guys to know that if you ever want to play Kerbal Space Program and you say, hey, I need to find a way to put things together in a really tight space, those are the way to do it. But anyway, back to what we were doing, which is, here it is. Here is our fuel station with solar panels, with Kerbal Space, and everything else. So, let's do some cleanup. Quick save again, because we never know how cleanup's going to look, and we do really want to do a little bit of cleanup. I'm going to keep you guys here for the moment for this to see how it works out. Let's go ahead and... Oh, wait. No. I wanted to try that out. These should be low on fuel. A little bit low on fuel, right? I wanted to... Yeah, before I dump these, right? Can I can! Look at that! I mean, it's not much. It's not much, but I can refuel these tanks a little bit. Since I'm going to ditch these side tanks anyway, right? So that helps me out. So let's do that. That's going to be part of our cleanup right now. We're going to have full fuel tanks. Boom. Mirror. Monopropellant. I don't think I can do it with these. I'm not going to try, but... Okay, you can't. Good. So, filled up my monopropellant tanks. Look at that. So a semi-refueling mission along with a docking mission. And this bolting system works really well. So we have the top bolt and the side bolts and the neck bolts and the zombie bolts and so on. And now let's go ahead and decouple this. Pew! Goodbye, little guy. Thank you. You've been very helpful. And you too. Goodbye, little guy. And last but not least, we no longer need our brain here. So thank you for your time as well. Goodbye, brain. Pew! And since that's what I'm technically controlling, that's what I go see. So there it is. There's our module. Let's go back to the. Oh, those are my engines. Those are the gas tanks. Ah, here it is. Okay, so those guys are gone. They shouldn't be interfering with anything. He might still interfere with the solar panel a little bit, but we'll take that chance. Extend my panels. Extend my panels. Ta-da! So, I'm not sure what you guys think of it, but there we go. There is our Kerbal Space Station. 1 or 2 more objects, 1 or 2 more items, and it will be finished and ready for fueling and ready for it to function. So once again, I would like to thank you all for joining me, 4 Kilobytes Short, on this Let's Play of Kerbal Space Program. And I will see you next video.